It's the Newport This Week video podcast series. Every week we profile major newsmakers in Rhode Island. We take, and pardon me, in Rhode Island for sure, but on Aquidneck Island, and we go inside some of the places that maybe you understand but don't have an in-depth perspective on, inclusive of something like the Newport County YMCA. And that's what we're talking about today. I guess, Cori, the best thing to do is if you want to introduce yourself for anybody who doesn't know you.
Sure. So, Bill, thank you, and thank you to Newport This Week for having us on today. My name is Cori Kilzi. I'm the Associate Executive Director here at the Newport County YMCA. One of a team of over 250 that tries to bring some, healthy living programs to the island. And many of you may have been to the Y, but I'm excited today to talk about some of the programs that we do and feature some of the unique things that we have to offer.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of really interesting, frankly, major events that have taken place. Let's start with the 2025 Northeast YMCA Regional Gymnastics Championships, which took place where else? In Newport. Talk about that event.
Yeah, so the regional championship, it's a huge thing that we put in a bid for, when we feel that we're ready to host it. Our gymnastics director, Shannon Farrell, put in a bid for the event this past year. She did an absolutely incredible job, facilitating an event for over 900 gymnasts. It took place at Portsmouth High School, which is a great partnership, for us. We're able to host their team at the Newport County YMCA throughout the year, and in return, they were very gracious hosts for us for the regional championship. Tons of planning went into it. We had an amazing committee that put in a lot of volunteer hours. It's an event that takes well over 100 volunteers to facilitate, and our team did great. It was really just a great opportunity to bring such a large event to Aquidneck Island. Not just for our Y to be able to showcase some of the things that we're able to do here on Aquidneck Island, but also for local businesses, to be able to have these gymnasts and their families, stay in on the island and be able to experience, what we have to offer.
Yeah,
It was a great time.
I'm sorry, pardon me for interrupting you. I was just so excited to reveal that, hey, these types of events, the economic impact is residual. It's also immeasurable in some ways because you end up having somebody who comes to an event like this as a participant. Their family says, "Wow, we really love Newport." All of a sudden, they start vacationing here or taking day trips or perhaps moving to the city. So there's an immeasurable perhaps infinite economic ripple effect that takes place from an event like that, not to mention civic pride and sort of pride in community. Another thing that is happening at the YMCA, this is amazing. Uh,
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I have to give huge kudos to our gymnastics director. She did a wonderful job putting it all together, and it was just a great experience for me to see all of these gymnasts from all over New England and the Northeast, really. Some coming from as far as New York, Saratoga, New York, to compete, and the coaches do an amazing job. On the floor, there's so many different routines and things that are done, and it was a very impressive event all around. So, huge kudos to the team.
You've also got a golf program that has kicked off, and I recognized Orlando Peace's name. He's the WISE director of community golf. He's no stranger to people on the island when it comes to youth golf, but this is a major program. Nearly 200 youngsters. This is, I'm reading from the Newport This Week article on this program. Nearly 200 youngsters have participated in the program, ranging from age 5 to 17, with up to 40 taking part in the summer junior PGA program that runs from June to September. Introducing golf and giving access in golf is such an incredible thing. I'm a golfer myself and certainly didn't grow up wealthy. So there's an intersection here. You're filling that need. What's been the response?
Yeah, so what a cool new program to be able to offer here at the Y. We offer youth sports, we have aquatics, we have gymnastics, we have squash, and now this is a new offering that really just fits in line with some of the other programs that we do offer. We have three simulators here at the YMCA now. It started with two, and then it kind of progressed to the third. We were very fortunate with a wonderful program contribution from A1 Roofing and Construction that really kicked off this program and was able to get the program off the ground, to be able to bring Orlando to the Y, to be able to expand on youth offerings. He has a birdie golf program, a little clinic program that really just introduces the game for those youngsters, those 5-year-olds, 5 and 6-year-olds. And then he does offer his junior PGA program for the youngsters as well, up to the teenage years as well. And just seeing Orlando teach, if anybody has ever watched Orlando teach, he has such a way with motivating, not just youth, but also adults. Anytime he gives me some pointers, I'm like, okay, you definitely want to you kind of listen in. He's a great communicator, and we're just so fortunate to have him at the Y. He's been a great addition to our team. And his program has grown leaps and bounds since we started it up in the late fall, early winter. So it's really in its infancy here, and we're kind of getting into the first summer and what that's going to look like.
Great opportunity, definitely something for people to take a look at. What when it comes to all these programs, those that we've talked about, those that we haven't, where can people find out more information?
Yeah, so you can find out more information right on our website, so www.newportymca.org. And important to note with all of our programs, we have a wonderful community support campaign. So we always have financial aid readily available, scholarships readily available. That's a really important thing for us is to be able to offer these programs for anyone who would like to participate, regardless of cost. So, regardless if you see a price point that maybe your family is on the fence on, don't hesitate. There is a section under our website for financial aid, and we review applications that come in regularly every single week. So please don't hesitate for both membership and for any of our youth sports opportunities.
Anything else you want to tease here? Are we going to be getting, I don't know, skydiving? Is that next to the Newport YMCA?
Well, I one more thing I'd love to just mention is we have a skateboard camp this summer, which is something new and different for us as well. So we've been fortunate with some funders coming through to help us get that off the ground. So we have 2 weeks of a skateboard camp. Which is something new and different that we're offering this summer. So that's part of our summer camp offerings. We also have a camp called Camp Curious Minds, which is a STEM-based camp. And unfortunately, that camp does have a wait list. So if you are interested, sign up so we just know, how many people are interested for future summers or if we can squeeze a few more in this summer. But that's been really well received. So, for the Y, we're always looking, if there are gaps to fill in the community, we try to, keep our ears to that. And, we have some wonderful kind of programs that we've been doing for years and years here in the community, but we're always looking to create some innovative programming too. So if you ever have an idea, feel free to reach out to me, and we're always interested in entertaining anything that comes our way.
Really great work. It's a pillar of our community, thankless work. And when you take it into these new arenas, it just moves the organization forward and brings the community closer together. The key word is access. Sports like gymnastics, and golf in particular, access to camps around STEM and STEAM, even skateboarding, quite frankly, because there's a lot to learn there. There's a barrier to entry that is cost prohibitive for a lot of people. You're breaking down that barrier, connecting this community in a way that's super meaningful and will have lifetime of impact. So thanks so much for what you do.
No, thank you, Bill, and thank you to Newport this week for having me on today. I really appreciate it.